Okay, so we are still here in Detroit, and we're headed to Chris Stevens' classroom, Alfred Taubman Center for Design and Education, the designer of the 2020 Shelby DD500, and we are going to see him and then go from there. We gotta wait for him, I think.
College for Creative Studios.
We need to.
I have 4 guests.
Yeah, teachers' pets.
Kind of the car design hub for people who want to be car designers here in Detroit.
So all the guys who want to design cars go here.
Pretty much.
Okay.
If you're in Michigan, you're here. But there's Cleveland's got a school, Cincinnati's got a school.
Okay, cool.
But it's the 2 big kind of competition and competitor rivals are probably Art Center and College for Creative Studies, which is this school.
Awesome.
So these are the 2 big.
And
car
you're
design
the
schools.
professor here because you are the designer for the Mustang, which is neat.
Goodness,
It looks good, huh?
this is the first time seeing.
First
Oh,
time
dude.
you've seen it.
I've only seen the clay property.
Yeah.
So this is the first time
How
actually
does it
seeing the
feel?
car.
Okay, so this is the big guys.
Oh my
One of the
goodness.
lead designers, Chris Stevens, this is his sketch of the Shelby DD500. You're seeing it for the first time. What does that mean to you, bro?
It
So
does
how
help.
many questions do you get from students like, so you actually designed them? They said a lot, or?
Actually, it's funny because it kind of
They wanna, like,
they
take it
get
up.
really excited about it. You know, it's,
Yeah.
as guys.
How
that-
do you stay like humble, bro?
Um,
Because
Honestly,
if we get a video that does well, we like our heads get huge.
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a car nerd like everyone else.
Yeah.
I watch your videos.
I appreciate it.
I don't know who the other 3 guys are.
He's like, I watch your videos. These guys, your security guards are cool. No, there's a love there, you know.
Yeah.
All right, I'll call you guys when we're done. This is so neat. All this access.
So this will be we're gonna be walking through kind of the product design area,
Oh wow.
but this is where people will mock up product design, recycling, and various need. They'll look for a need, and they'll
Got it.
kind of fill a niche. So that one could be a hospital bed, vacuums, shoes.
Wow. Awesome.
Yeah.
This is an interesting like layout of
Yeah.
the traditional, classroom setting that we're used to.
Yeah. So Kanye West was standing on that table right over here.
Oh, wow.
He just visited like probably a couple months ago.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
neat.
But he was on that table ranting. So
Awesome.
he got a lot of.
Am I
influence.
supposed to rant?
Oh, you can. You
Okay.
can. But we have a lot of big influencers coming.
Awesome.
Shout out to Kanye. Love Kanye.
I like
I
it.
love Yeezys.
Appreciate it. I'll send this. I'll send him this clip. Okay, cool. All right.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, what's up?
These are all future car designers.
All right.
in the industry.
All right, welcome. Well, hello, I guess.
So feel free, go ahead. You guys can each introduce each other. Just
Okay.
to you. It's up to you.
All right, cool. Let me,
What's going on?
Well, you're probably wondering why somebody who records videos of cars and puts them on YouTube is talking to you guys who are making things in the future. Well, the reality is someone like Chris and myself connected because he designed a 2018 Mustang, which I own, and I vlogged about. So I was like, I love this car. He was like, hey, that's my design. You know what I mean? So it's funny how different places and expectations can meet in the middle and grow together. So we actually formed a relationship. A year ago, I came to see the Bullet that was released, and he was like, hey, and he was talking to me like he knew me. And I was like, who's this guy? And he's like, I designed the car that you're vlogging about. And I get weirdos who hit me up all the time. So I was like, stage 5 clinger, what's going on? But the reality is, the fun part is that we have a passion, right? My passion is to share how much I love my car to the world. But guess what? He was behind the design. So when people are like, wait, you're cool with the guy who designed your car? That's an experience that you can't forget. So what I mean by that is that sometimes you don't know how you can influence people in totally different ways. So the designs you make really can influence people to do things. One of the things that's, Chris loves shoes, right?
Oh, yeah.
He loves sneakers. And I love sneakers, but they got really expensive, so now I wear Asics. But the point is, sometimes when I got new sneakers like Jordans when I was in high school, I just go open the box, look at them, and close them again. Because these things become sacred objects, if you will. They become symbols. They represent things for people that are going through pain, anxiety, frustration, but they can look at that design that you made and it gives them some joy, some peace, some excitement, some enthusiasm, some inspiration. So I want you guys to take the mentality that what you're doing is way bigger than even here, way bigger than who has a better design for this project. In our world where we make videos, we're thinking, how can I tell a good story? How can I share it to the world that I'm here? We just came from the reveal of his design, the Shelby 2020 GT500, which is like jam-packed. People from all over the world, all over different nations, different outfits are covering this thing. This car came from the ceiling. It was like, I gotta show you, it came, you'll see it if you look on YouTube. It came from the ceiling. It reminded me, I don't know if you guys watch wrestling, but like Shawn Michaels coming from the ceiling, car comes down like it's coming from heaven. People are going crazy, but it all started in some place like this. When Chris was studying, when Chris was working, when Chris was designing, and things go bad. And you have to be able to keep your head up because sometimes you'll put a design out and it's bad or it's not good. But those are the designs and those are the things that pick you up to want to strive harder. I can put a video out or I can put a blog out that everyone gives me total crap for, but I learn from that. So you're not always going to go out and design the GT500. You're not always going to go out and put a viral video out that everyone loves and is inspired by and is crying about. But what you do wrong is really what's going to make you do right in the future. And those are the kind of things that just really motivate you to wake up every day and think, okay, how can I be inspired today? How can I get better today? And it's to also surround yourself with people who will make you better. What I mean by that, I'm introduced to you right now. I have 3 other YouTubers here. We love Mustangs, so a little biased. But I have Xander 13 Automotive right there. He has a 19 Mustang, so he's vlogging about his inspiration. Over there we have Tunnel Chaser. He went from a Dodge Demon to a Shelby GT50R. So, you know, a round of applause for And then of course we have Serpent Stang, who has a dream garage. He has an 18 GT, a 350R, and he's already going to buy a GT500, so I'll be hanging out with him a lot. So the point is, the reality is sometimes people see things as just objects, but they mean a lot more than you think of. You know, to me, when I was in high school, you know, kids at 16, 17 are going through a lot of emotions, right? You know, your girl you like doesn't like you, you're going through bad grades, your parents stink, whatever, but you know what my escape was? It was to get into my Mustang, because I felt like that was my escape pod, if you will. That was where I felt like I was away from the world, and even when I'd walk to it, it'd give me a feeling of empowerment, it'd give me a feeling of feeling good, like your sneakers you wear. Or these things really go a lot deeper than we think. So if you look at it on that level, beyond just, does this have a nice shape? If your designs tell a story, they can really inspire. So I just wanted to share that with you guys today. I'm so excited for the future, what you guys can bring to the table. Because we are employed by the way what you guys come out with. You have a great, humble teacher here. He's a sensei of I can't believe if I was in your shoes, I'd be wearing the shirt of the car I designed everywhere. I was like, you know this car? Yeah, that was me. You know, but I just wanted to tell you that you guys have a great teacher here, and I look forward to your success. So thank you so much.
Thanks for the awesome intro.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So we all have to start. But yeah, it's awesome. We became a good friend. So I'm glad. Thanks for coming in. And right now we're going to let some of the students kind of show you some of their work and what they're passionate about. And if you guys can start off. And well, they're going to just show you kind of some JPEGs.
Awesome.
I'm going to cut the lights.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. Cool.
This week we had to do monochromatic renders on a gray background, so they're really quick and easy renders just to show our sketch. So this class is cool because unlike our studio, you can just kind of do whatever you want and have fun with your sketches. And so I did like these funny looking trucks, and it's like a watermelon truck.
I see that.
Yeah, so they're really quick and loose, just to practice.
Those look awesome.
Thank you. And
I feel like it's something you would even see like in a sci-fi movie or something like that. Like,
yeah.
So even if it doesn't make it to some kind of production.
So that's the fun thing about Viscom classes. Like you can make things look a little bit like out there or funky because, you know, it's not as serious. But
now I see this looks a little bit like it looks like a bee from a distance. Do you guys get inspired by like nature and those kind of things?
Yeah, we get inspiration from anywhere.
Got it.
Nature, sci-fi, concept. So this was from like this little jellyfish thing. So I turned into this like track car that hooks on a track and can also lift up onto another track. And these are just more monochromatic stuff.
So for someone like me who's doesn't know about this world, so how do you grade this kind of beauty? Like, how do you say, hey, this is it? Like, what is? There's like a bunch of other designers come around, like, that's it. Like, how do you guys like, give that kind of like?
These guys have already gone through, like, I'd say a few semesters of work. So they've already been able to now develop their contrast, proportions, perspectives, and they're able to actually draw a car and make it look like a car. So these guys are at a level now where I'm grading them based on the amount of work that they're bringing to the table. They have to complete a certain amount, and they have to have all those same elements I just talked about. And also, where do they get their inspiration? There's a lot of things that I like to see. Like, and also when you look at a sketch, you can tell that a student is passionate about it. You can tell. You can tell that he's in love with the sketch. You can tell if a guy had fun sketching or if a guy hated it.
Got
And
it.
if you look at a sketch, you shouldn't even have to talk about it. You should be able to see a sketch and be like, wow, that's a hot sketch.
Almost feel it.
Yeah, feel it.
Just
Yeah,
have feel it.
this is all emotional. So these guys are all touching nerves that kind of pull those emotional strings, the same emotional strings that you guys, when you guys walk up to a car and you see that muscle car that's like, there's something radiating
Bring
from
some
it.
emotions out of
And
you.
That's the same feeling that we're trying to capture in these sketches. So if you got the feeling, it's a good grade. If you're missing the feeling, what are you missing from it that can bring you up to that level to where you do feel the sketch?
Okay, that's awesome. That's good to know.
Yeah. Yes.
How do you guys not let other things influence you? And like, you don't want to look at everything every day and say, hey, there's a Mustang, there's a Cadillac, here's a whatever, and you're just basically copying the design. How do you prevent that from happening? Because you look at everything and you say, here's my inspiration for this, here's the flowers my inspiration, or this llama is my inspiration. But how do you prevent yourself from copying somebody else?
I could answer that, but is there a student of mine that wants to answer that question? Come on, you guys.
I'll take that. So whenever we do our assignments, the main thing we do is research, because Ashley and I in our teacher can relate to is like any design that comes out now was actually designed 4 to 5 years ago. So when we do our assignments, we usually pick a brand and then start from there, but not always. We'll pick the name of a company and then we see what their style is like. But that's how it is now. 5 years down, what is that going to be like? It's going to be further out. It's going to be different. There's a whole new generation of Halo people. It's going to be different. So one thing we do is we do research, but it's also like find something new, something challenging, also to the past. So we might do research where if there's a company, let's say for like Ford, like if they're doing like the new F series, we might look at the history where like the F100s, 50s, 60s. It's just like you see the progression, but you also have to make sure that whatever you're doing new is not the same as in the past before. So not like necessarily being bad for like retro styling, but it's just what's a new generation different from the rest of the ilk. And then what we do is we'll look at anything from like buildings, plants, and even how he had most before he had jellyfish. You know, that's something that like nobody would really think of normally in a conversation. But just like you see a funky shape, and it's just like how can I translate that to wheels, or how can I mess with that? Because sometimes when we start our assignments, we start with these really funky objects. So like it's that fish board, just we make cool creative shapes, and it's like how can we maybe relate this to a brand, or also how can we put wheels on this, or like where do we go from there? Because when we make a sketch, the sketch always isn't like the idea would come up off the rip. So it's like 5 sketches or ideas later, that's how we end up to either that idea or something like that. And then it progresses because when we sketch one vehicle or one item, we make sure we do 3 versions of it, so that way you can see what does the side view look like, what does the front view look like, what does the rear view look like. So that way when we sketch an idea out, you don't always look like wonder what the back will look, and it's like I don't have a sketch for it. So it's always sketch from different angles, and also do research and also find different objects, because something wild can inspire you to do something different than I'm like, oh, I didn't.
Eventually when it hits production, it might get watered down, but that's the stuff that's going to get these guys jobs, is how future does it look. Because if it looks like something that came out in the 90s, well, we have guys that are there already at the studio that can do that. You know, so what are these guys going to bring to the table that's new, that's never been seen before? And that's how you see new cars that come out every single year, is these bright minds that are sitting out here right now. So let's get the other guy, Sid. Come on up.
Hey, I'm Start.
How you doing, brother? So what we got going on here?
For this week, I kind of just want to warm up and just sketch, keep sketching, keep rendering. So I started with a pickup. I like pickups, you know, especially I'm from India, and I've seen a lot of small cars, and I like those. I think they're pretty cool. And so I designed a small pickup. Just wanted to be loose, wanted to just have some fun. I put this weird light that just came out of nowhere. It just looks cool. I want to have some fun. Played around with shapes, perspectives. Tried something unique. I want to have like this glass piece on the side of my form that would just kind of read information. This was another SUV I did. Just kind of playing around with shapes and rendering techniques. Yeah, this was another Porsche.
So far, what I'm seeing, I love them all. These are all really good.
Yeah.
This is really good.
So how I would critique this is he's got an amazing good view, proportion, perspective. He's got, you can tell what's glass, what's body color. His wheels are in the right spot. So there's a lot of things that I look at where I'm like, this is, you did a great job. You know, and then I would also start to bring in the critique. How would this become better? And so that's where these guys get to actually grow in the school and get better and better and better to the point where they're professional level, which pretty damn near professional. If you ask me.
Yeah,
You
wow.
know, so that's where these guys start is right here in this school, College of Creative Studies. They pay top dollar for this education. So they're gonna get.
I got student loan debt. Trust me.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right.
There's a lot of stuff.
So, how about, would you like to come present your work? Yeah. Oh, you left your UZ? Oh, okay. So, who's the next volunteer? Let's start pumping through these. It's a time where you got to bounce. I'll walk you guys downstairs.
When it starts getting awkward, we'll start walking.
All right. Cool. Yeah, we'll hang out as long as you guys want. You know, you guys can be here. I'm here till midnight tonight. So.
Oh, okay.
So
we'll go take a nap and come back and check on you.
Yep. Yeah.
What do we got here, brother?
Hey.
Full screen mode?
Yeah, no.
Review. There you go.
Oh, yeah.
All right, perfect.
I don't use Acrobat. So I'm like, where is this? Cool. So this is my, one of the project I did like almost two years ago, and I kind of revisit the project because I'm graduating. I want to refine it. And it's a PJ Cruiser. It's like FJ Cruiser, but it's kind of pickup slash SUV. So the back top roof just slides in, and you have like pickup.
Yeah.
You end up having a pickup. So it's like very easy. The side roofs, side glass, and the rear window just slides down, and the roof tucks in, and it become like pickup. So that's the there's like a lot of storyboarding and ideation, like mind mapping behind. I didn't bring those. I have just sketches today, and so it just goes.
Are you guys seeing more like small SUV, small truck kind of trends because the manufacturers? I mean, Ford is not going to only make cars really anymore. They're only going to make the Mustang and Focus. So are you getting more of this? You know, this is what's needed more in the market now, or industry, if you will.
Yeah,
small SUVs and.
It is going to SUV. Like there is like Volkswagen is going to make more than 50% of their vehicles SUV in like 2030. I can't remember the date, but they are like very specific about it. Everything is almost going to be SUV. So you might do SUV Mustang.
Nope. No. There's. Nope. Definitely
We'll edit that out. I'll edit that out.
Nope. Yeah, but so this is a good start to where he basically would start laying down some values now.
Okay.
But yeah, so you can see in this one we just started. So we're learning Canson sketches right now, which is basically we're starting on a gray background and we add the dark the values and then the bright values.
I'm gonna ask a weird question because I know, like, if you guys follow, like, they just landed that vehicle on Mars. So are you also like be designing vehicles for like NASA and those kind of things? Where eventually, like, this looks like something that could like rover, if you will, over like rocks and other planets and stuff. Is that kind of something that also is requested from people in the powers that be?
There's actually like companies like the Jet Propulsion Laboratory that's in Pasadena. They visited like my school at Art Center, and they've come and brought programs like started projects where they're doing stuff like that. A lot of these guys are probably doing their own sponsored projects with their own
institution
brand.
and brand.
Exactly. So it really depends on the project. But yeah, these guys are capable of designing anything: helicopters, boats, motorcycles, SUVs, cars, rovers.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
It's transportation design. It's like
Everything. Yeah.
anything,
Cool.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Nice meeting you guys.
Nice meeting you, Pat. Trick.
I'm more into motorcycles. So
Okay.
I got a few here.
I always think of Tron every time. Motorcycle. You like motorcycles, I believe.
Oh, I love that.
I
Yeah.
Where is it?
Crash them every other year.
All right, so these are just motorcycles. Just thinking like something a little more electrified. You don't have the actual engine in it, and just something that will be like different from the motorcycles that are out there today, but not yet something more like not pushing for the side of like autonomy like BMW did or something like that. So still maintaining like a rider in it. And then this was just another
that's cool.
idea of some sort of engine in the back. Like I don't know what it is yet. So just some cool texture and maybe
Is it like off-roady a little bit? Like,
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe this guy goes off-road, and since this is such a new tech, you have like all this protection pieces in it, and you have like a almost like a the old callings for the airplanes for like open up and flares or something like that. So yeah.
It's funny how the more I'm getting mesmerized with these sketches, they actually look like people. Like, you know, like just the hands, the head, like it's just kind of neat the way I just saw that. I mean, maybe I should join the school. I don't know. It's starting to get inspired.
You can. For the low price of
$50,000.
Oh gosh, God bless you.
If viewers are interested in becoming a car designer, you could check the website for college.
I really will put this link in the description.
And if you feel like you don't want to sleep and you want to lose every relationship you've ever had, and you want to bleed,
it's a great
sweat,
sell, yeah.
and cry every night, this is the industry for you.
This is how you got to get deep in those parts of your soul.
Yep, and it doesn't change because this is an emotional industry, so you're always touching on these emotional nerves of yours. And
well, yeah, I'm giving that a lot of thought now that I never gave it to before. That's really amazing.
Cool.
Well, thank you guys. Oh no, you have another one? Sorry.
You guys good? Anybody else? Yeah, come
All
on
right.
up. Yeah.
We got another. Drink water. Good advice. So what do we got coming over here?
So just I didn't have my scan files with me, so I just brought up.
Oh, I clicked off of it. I think. There it is.
I left my USB at home. I would have showed you my designs too.
Yeah.
So I'll bring them next time.
Yeah.
That's all.
If you would have known you guys were coming, he probably would have worn his off-whites. But he wore his tubulars today. It's all right, no worries. It's okay.
Now, all these designs are actually sketched on the computer. Is that, and it just kind of like, how does that work? Is it a program or just?
They start pen to paper. That's the best.
Oh
way.
wow! So still, okay,
That's, the best,
that's cool.
Yeah, that's the best way to get in touch with your what's in
The
your head
hand
and put it on
yeah.
paper. It's just big pens and papers.
So I was just it's been a while since, because I didn't really practice during the break, so I was just getting back into it and doing some try to do some weird shapes with the vehicle. So I kind of explore like different packaging, SUV, some new ones, sedans.
So basically, we're probably looking at the future of if you're watching this right now, I'm talking in the future. You guys are futures people are probably watching this. You're looking at sketches of vehicles you'll probably be buying in the next 10 to 15 years. They just guesstimating.
Maybe sooner.
Maybe sooner.
These guys are juniors.
Okay.
So they're going to be graduating pretty soon. They'll be going into the industry pretty soon here.
Awesome.
So,
So you might be seeing the next hit just on these. Awesome.
These guys are going to be applying for jobs everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll see these guys all international.
I love this design. It's like, I don't know why it's like crazy, but it's cool. Like it's like.
So yeah, you'll see a lot of electrified kind of proportions like this in the future, where it's more of a, if it's autonomous, so why does it have to look like a car you see today?
It could be like, yeah,
Or more of an experience.
you
Where everyone
can look
face each other.
outside,
Yep.
have conversation.
Exactly.
All right, that's wow, that's a good point.
So we're kind of shifting a lot of design towards that direction now.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Because that's where the industry is going. Like, because you see like Tesla's building those tunnels and things of that nature. So
Yeah.
like,
Yep.
okay,
Cool. Thanks, Ben.
thank you.
All right. Anybody who's the next volunteer? Come on up.
Come on down. I think I need some music, like "Come On Down" music.
Oh, yeah.
What was that? Price is Right
You
or
guys can add
something.
your own music to this.
Hell yeah. We can't be. There's copyrights everywhere now, so we just.
That's right.
I'll snap my fingers like.
It's yeah.
Here they go.
It's got to be the painless version. Of
Yeah, I know. That's Kanye, man. He gets his money.
So my name is Steven.
Hey, Steven.
Yeah, I actually watched your interview with the Bullet.
Oh yeah, yeah,
That's
awesome.
pretty
I
cool.
appreciate the support.
Yeah, and the Woodward. That's pretty
Yeah, if you guys like and subscribe, that means like a lot. But go ahead. Go ahead.
So this week was kind of just being loose, just working with proportions and just different values. So it's kind of like a loose painterly kind of style.
Mhm.
Just did a demo last week.
Oh,
So
cool.
just loose proportions, not too much detail, but it's really still scratchy and just ideation.
Mhm.
Kind of. So just quick values, indication, proportion. So I didn't add too much detail, but
It looks similar. I see a little bit of 18 GT there. You know,
Yeah.
looks familiar.
These guys are pushing it to the future.
Yeah,
now. These
yeah,
guys are
yeah.
pushing it.
So even this, just like you can see
Audi-esque, yeah.
some lines,
Ferrari.
and then just it's kind of more production maybe.
Yeah,
And then I don't know.
that looks cool. That reminds me of like something out of like a comic book, like. But it'd be cool to see that.
Yeah. So just really loose, just kind of got it sketchy.
So these guys got the challenge of, in their portfolio, they're going to have to show that they can draw a real car, like
Mhm.
a current proportions, that show that they can draw what's on the road today. But then they also got to show that they can push it even further. So you'll
Got
kind
it.
of see a mixture of their production stuff and then a mixture of more conceptual stuff.
Yeah, because like designs have to stay for like almost a
Yeah.
decade sometimes. All right,
Hi, my name is Yunsik.
all righty.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, brother.
U6 model is actually at the car show.
Oh.
It's one of the CCS models that are on their display.
Oh,
So
congratulations! That's what's up.
link in description.
Link in description. That's it. Like, subscribe, link in description. Ring the bell.
This week, I thought about concept for the project sponsored by Infinity this semester, and I moved on sketching, ideation sketches.
What's going on with that person? Are they like sleeping or swimming? Or are they dead? I don't. I'm just curious. Like, what's that? Like a
So,
protection system or?
He's going back to his childhood.
Now this is some deep stuff. Okay, let's go. Now we're touching on some. Okay, good. Okay, I like it.
It's one of those tanks. I think they block all light, all sensory.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's probably one of those like where they goes back into.
I get it. It's
memories
like
and stuff
Assassin's
that.
Creed. I relate
That's
things
what
to
I-
video games and pop culture all the time.
Oh.
Sorry, go ahead.
So this part would be the expression of his emotional
Mhm.
and mood, and the imagination from his childhood.
Let it load up. It's still not crispy yet.
Oh, there you go.
So they might not even start off with like a car sketch. They might actually start off with an inspirational
Oh,
sketch. So this is, the kind of
something
it's
that
more of an
inspires me to move forward. Okay,
But he'll eventually transform this into a car that you've never seen before.
that's
So
interesting.
for this stage, I didn't want to think about like packaging or
Mhm.
mechanical technology.
Just let it flow out of it.
I wanted to express my imaginations.
A little bit high resolution. It's thinking.
I mean, what's going on here? It feels like he's in flight or falling, or what was like your?
Probably he's swimming.
Okay.
In the vehicle.
That's really neat.
Swimming his imagination in his car.
So you can kind of see where
It's gonna
start with the emotional.
It's almost
side.
like it's gonna give birth to something.
So this project was for designing in 2050.
Wow.
So
Will I be alive?
Yeah.
I think. Well, we might make it. We might make it.
Great granddad.
Yeah, we might make it. That's so interesting. So you're designing stuff like way in advance. That's really cool.
yeah.
My advance is like next year. Like you guys are like 2050. That's like crazy.
So this is more sculptural. You can kind of see
Yes.
more. It doesn't have wheels yet,
Got it.
but what can it? When you do
What
decide
can
to have
it
wheels, what does it look like?
morph into or translate into?
This could be development sketches from the initial ideation. There's another probably different direction.
I feel like these should be hanging like in an art, like, you know, they're so like artistically amazing. Can I sell this? It's like should be at the Met. That was cool, bro. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cool. Next.
And how kind of like
Oh, okay.
image out of it. Yeah, that's what I was kind of looking at. I was doing different perspectives, views, trying to figure out proportion.
It's funny how when you these look like BMWs and the Infinity, you know what I mean? Like it looked like what I'd recognize, like to those brands to be a part
Yeah,
of
I
it.
wanted to do something different where the cab was really forward, kind of like what Chris was talking about,
Mhm.
like autonomous stuff and things like that. I was just putting on different things, connecting lines, trying to do different views. And this is the first rendering I did. I was thinking, all gloss black, kind of coming down, whether if it's glass or not. And something where, like on top of the wheel was a little bit more minimized. And this is proportion. And yeah, that's all I have for this one.
Awesome. Thank you, brother.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Would anybody else like to come up, show their work?
Well, thank you guys so much for giving us your time, and thanks for inviting me, Chris.
Yeah, no
it was
worries.
awesome.
We'll do our 15-minute break right now. So.
All right, and I'll check out the video. I'll have this up probably in a couple days. Stangmode. Also check out Xander 13. He'll have it up, and Serpent Stings and all that kind of good stuff, and Tunnel Chasers. I think no sleeping in the class. Sleeping back there. I caught him. Anyways, thank you so much, guys. God bless you. Be safe.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Hey, bro.